Hi guys, and welcome back. We are playing on TimeShot. Whoop whoop whoop. So the day has finally come where I am gonna start my spawn build. Now, we've got, hold on, before we get in too far ahead of ourselves, let's put that back on. Also, look what, you know how he made that beautiful song for Edson? Look what he did. It's gone. So is his outdoor seating though. I don't know, I think we need to boycott him. No more mending books. So these are like the blocks we're supposed to use at spawn. Now like it's a guideline because we wanted spawn to kind of look connected, but of course it's going to look different. Like you've got April who's gone with the more like leafy greeny feel, and then you've got Fabe who's got yellows in his and browns, and then you've got like the wooden ones more. Like everyone's interpreting it differently because you've got the woods, you've got the clays. And so what we are doing, we're going to be using andesite, these three clays. We'll usually use it eventually, but I don't have that in my color palette. So let me run over here and I will show you guys what we are building with. And I'm pretty happy that they added bone blocks because that's really going to help mine. So we've just got slabs, brick, cyan clay, which looks like gray clay, which I'm kind of glad about, bone and greens, of course. But yeah, so I'm going to get started on this. Now, I'm not actually going to build this on camera. It's such a big build that I'm going to cut in every now and again and give you guys little updates. I think that's going to be the best way to do this, maybe, and ask your opinion on things. So I do know that I have a couple of ideas for one section of it now. I've developed it in, like, creative, but I'm not 100% happy with it, so I'm going to give all the options that I've come up with to you guys here, and you guys can let me know in the comments below that the one that you prefer, and if you have any tips at all, because I'm still learning to be a good builder and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get started and I will see how we go. I'll see you guys soon. Alright guys, so I've only been building for like 5 minutes. Now in creative I had this, and it was actually 4 high, so basically, and then this would start to be like the main entrance to the thing. I feel like it's very, like, when I put it into this, like, situation here now, I look at it, I'm like, whoa, that's very intimidating. So I think I'm not going to have the stairs. Now, I wasn't going to wrap them all the way around. They were going to end, like, randomly. Like, I was going to dig this back a little bit and that'd just, like, fall into the ground, basically. And I think it would have looked really cool, and I may still do it, but I'm going to build the rest of the build first. And let me know what you guys think, if I should keep this here or not. I just feel like it's very, like, in your face. But it's the one part that I hadn't actually figured out what I wanted to do. So like, I was thinking maybe bone blocks, kind of like every second one was a bone block. Now, I'm still going to have this stairs, so I'm still going to need your help on that opinion, but for now I'm going to get rid of the wrap, and the stairs are actually just going to be in the middle here. So I will get started on those, and it should still work. It should still work fine. It's just, yeah, looking from it from like here, it's like, wow, it's quite a build. So I'm going to build the rest of the building and then wrap it with the stairs and we can decide. But I feel like it might be a little bit too much. Like, I don't want it to, I don't know, it's just very hard to tell at the moment when there's nothing else with it. But especially now that I have to kind of do some terraforming here as well, to try and make it all fit. It'll be a little bit different. I mean, we can always move this in a little bit though, because the path is technically, like, it should be over here-ish, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to take all this part down. I'm just going to build the main building and let you guys help me decide afterwards. Alright guys, so I've kind of laid out the base of the build. Now, it looks a bit confusing right now, but when you get to this point, which there's a bit of cobble under here to prove this, this area, this square here, or rectangle, basically where the palette starts, is actually going to be a courtyard. Now, basically, this actually isn't the level it's going to stay on. The main build's up a bit, so it's actually quite a few stairs up. So I'm going to start building up the walls on this. This is one of those builds where the walls are going to be done, but they're not actually going to be seen underground. Underneath the courtyard, I'll probably have rooms, and I'll probably have rooms down underneath here, because it is just actually an empty box. It's not actually part of the well, it will be part of the build because I'm going to make it part of the build, but it actually isn't planned to be part of the build. Hey, lady. Get on fire. See you later. So yeah, I'm going to fill in the sides and then do up the stairs because the stairs don't make sense without the sides being done. But yeah, I just wanted to jump back in, and also let me know if you don't like this style of like video with how I'm going to keep cutting in and out. I'm just going to keep updating you every little thing I do, but obviously now I'm going to do all the walls and then be like, guys, here's the walls. I just wanted to just show you the layout so that you can kind of understand that these little cobble things that I've had for weeks, well, it feels like weeks, it's only been a week and a half, but like since the server's been up, but yeah, they're actually markers of like where the courtyard starts, where the extra building, the different part of the building starts, and where the sides start, and where the pillars are, and things like different things like that. And this out here was obviously the wraparound stairs, which we still probably will do. We'll find out. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I'll cut back in once the walls are done. Alright guys, so I kind of lied. I actually lowered the build. It was up one block higher, and it kind of looked weird. So I did lower it down. Obviously, this still needs to be it's going to be probably flat under here. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet underneath the build, but it just looks so much better from over here now that it's a bit lower. It looked like it was just kind of up on its own little pedestal type thing, and I kind of want it to more meld with the environment. And I kind of like how like you can't actually see the full build over here, like it just meshes with the terrain. Like I'm not going to dig out all of this. That's where the build goes, that's fine. I'll probably do like a little bit, oh, didn't mean to do that. Like, just something like that to make it look more natural because I've been digging around. But yeah, I kind of like that it moves into the environment, and the same will be over in the desert. Under here you won't see anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, if the desert comes, I will bring the desert up to it so it doesn't look like it's up on stilts or like floating. But yeah, if any stage there is stuff that comes up over the build, like, yeah, look, I don't mind. It looks cool. It makes it look like it's in the environment. It's kind of like what Fabe's done with his build. He's kind of just made it work around the environment. My area is a lot flatter than Fabe's. So yeah, I think this looks better. So now I am going to continue with the walls, I promise. And I will cut back in once I've done the walls. Or at least one side, I think. I'll cut back in after one side of the walls is done so that you guys can see. Alright guys, so the walls are done. We did it. Let me show you guys. Now it's too high for me to just jump up. But yeah, and I also filled in the ground to be flat inside, apart from underneath the things there. I'll fix that up. But yeah, there'll probably be a flooring so it'll be flat to the cyan clay, but yeah. There's my getaway from the inside. So now, under here would be like base stuff, I think. But also this middle room underneath where all my stuff is currently, that actually can be a room. And I'll show you guys, but it probably won't be able to be a room until about here. The stairs won't go up high enough, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna cut again. But yeah, this is what it looks like currently. Still got a ways to go though. And yeah, I'm gonna work on the stairs now, and we'll see how we go with those. See you guys soon. Alright guys, so I did a little bit more than just doing the stairs, but I think it's looking good. So if we, let's check that off. I like to have my hands free, but yeah, Jake keeps chucking me JFC, and I'm not eating. I've decided not to eat any more meat since episode 1. I did eat some, but I'm gonna stick to gardening stuff now. But yeah, so this is, okay, bye. This is kind of like what it looks like from the back. At the moment, I've still got to do some terraforming around this, some more JFC. So yeah, let's get rid of this block. So this is basically the like skeleton of the build. And I think it needs a lot more work, but it's coming along. So I basically didn't really think too far through. Like, my original plan was to have this back area as a room, or part of a room, and have rooms coming off here. But this area really isn't big enough for that, to have a closed-in room with the pillars. So usually in these kind of Roman-style builds, there's like a walkway around the build, or around the outside of the rooms. But to do that, the room would be a one long area here. Now I do have room to extend my build quite a bit. on both sides, but I don't think I want to. I don't really want to have that, like Fabe's got it where he's got a room in between and there's paths going around, etc., which works for his build, but I think I'm just going to go with this, and I may have like a staircase down because under here, which is where the original area was, is so much room, and it would just go to waste if I didn't put the rooms down here, I feel. Like, this is such a good area for, like, a storage area. We can just have chests along here, and we can walk along here. We can have other things along this side, or even more chests. And, yeah, so I think we can make that work, but I may still go to the effort of... We've got to design this courtyard. And I may block this back area off and make it into a room and have, like, entrance here, an entrance here, and an entrance here. It just means the back of the build would need to figure out a design for it without pillars. So I will look into that, though, because I think I can do that. And worst case, we can extend it back a little bit further. I don't want to be too much on the river, but we could go back a couple of blocks, at least. But yeah, the build's already bigger than what I did in Creative. Because I didn't kind of like the layout of it anyway. I changed some things up, and really in Creative I went to here with the block design. I was like, oh, I like the design, but I didn't actually like measure out the whole thing and everything. So yeah, I want to do some terraforming around it and make it not seem so flat, and maybe have some dirt coming up here and covering some of it and stuff like that. But before we end the episode, and I know it's kind of been a bit of a sporadic episode, so this is what the stairs currently look like, minus that now block missing. Let's pop this here. So, this is stair 1, and then I need, like, I'm not sure if I like just the stairs like this, or if we... Oh no. The bone blocks have to be facing the right way or they don't look right. See? They've got like the little circle at the top. Also, another thing I don't know if you guys noticed in this episode, I'm not using shaders anymore. I kind of got sick and tired of them already. Sounds weird, I've only been using them for a little bit, but it's kind of like hurts your eyes after a while, I feel, when it gets nighttime or when you're mining underground and stuff. So I've decided not to bother with them this season. I may use them just to take like screenshots and stuff. Interesting situation we got ourselves into there. So I'm going to do it all the way up so you get to see the full effect of it, otherwise we can't judge it correctly. So just bear with me. Now, the build is definitely not done. I want to do something with the roof. And although I did plan to have a flat roof, I don't know if I will still have a flat roof now. And we need to figure out a better lighting, of course. I probably need to go get some glowstone from the nether. I just haven't really been in the nether much, so that's why I've never really bothered with that. But we do have a fortune pick and stuff, so the nether is worth our while. We might need to get some more bone blocks. I didn't think it would need that many. Okay, nearly there though. Let's run inside and get some more bone blocks, and we'll need... I think we should have enough slabs, but we might grab some more. Grab all of this. We have plenty of bone blocks though, it's not an issue. And this many slabs will do. So yeah, I'm just gonna see what you guys think looks best and we'll go from there basically. And yeah, so I want to maybe do, someone suggested doing a daylight sensor lighting setup. And because, as you guys know, this season I'm very much about trying to figure out redstone and getting better at redstone. And I mean, I think I'm getting there. I'm getting a lot better. I made a skelly spawner and stuff like that. Alright, so we've come down here now. And that is stair number 2. Which I think adds a little something more to it. But I'm not sure if it's too much with the white. So, looking down, just add something a little different. And then, this one I actually haven't tried yet. So it could look terrible, but at least we're trying all our options. And I do plan on doing... I like what Fave's done with the vines here. And I was planning on doing something similar. I don't want to copy Fave, but at the same time it's vines, and I feel like everyone's going to be doing it. I don't want to use real vines. So I think we'll use something like that to green up the build a little bit, because it's a bit plain at the moment. But that's okay. And I mean, we're only in the starting stage. I mean, I've only just built it today. So I'm not really concerned about it being perfectly finished yet. Shouldn't be perfectly polished off. But definitely if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And if you have any suggestions on what to do with the rooms, I'm going to look into what I can do, and if I can make some rooms up here. Even if, like, this is our only, closed-in area, we could have a wall design within the walls of this or something. I don't know. I've got to come up with a floor design as well, so if you guys have any block ideas for that, let me know. Whoops. Breaking all the things. There's just, yeah, all things that we can try out. See how it goes. I probably need to make this in creative again, like as it is now, and then play around with it, but probably won't do it. I'll probably just keep what we've got here and work on it here and keep trying. In the next episode after this one, we probably won't be working on this. I'm going to actually be working on, if you guys watched Monday's episode, / your Sunday, I guess, if you're in America or Canada or the UK, basically anywhere that's not Australia, you will have seen the Noteblock gang emerged, or if you've been in Edson's stream when it happened. Now, I'm going to do some work on the Noteblock gang, and I'm going to make it an actual thing. So, I'm going to work on that episode, which will involve a bit of world travel, a bit of world shenanigans, and things like that. So, hopefully... Oops, we just want to do this one here. Please have enough blocks. So that's what next episode will be about. And it's not going to involve Edson. Not yet, anyway. Or maybe this one. So there, I kind of like this one. It's not as intense as the white. But maybe I'd do it the other way around with this, like this one being white, because I kind of like the white down the bottom. It's just very, like, cobbly at the top, though. I do want this one to be the white, though, or the lighter kind of colour. Our other option, actually, while we've got options and we've got time, let's see. GG, Jake. Let's see what andesite looks like. Okay. It might be too same to the build here. Yeah, I already don't like that, so we're definitely not going to do that. But I'm going to put the original slabs back down. And then... So yeah, andesite's a no. If you have any other block suggestions from the colour palette, let me know. I could try and incorporate wood into this build. I don't currently have it, and I thought maybe for a flooring it might work or something, but I don't know. Faye has the clay, the brown clay is the roof. So I definitely think like a clay, I don't really want to do a clay roof. I'm just not really sure. And then this one's got kind of like slabs and stuff with the andesite, but yeah, I don't think a wood roof will work well on my build. And April's got like a flat roof. I'm not sure. I will pillar up in a minute to show you guys what the roof looks like. But yeah, this is me building anyway. I'm very like all over the place when coming to figure out what I want to do. Oh, excellent. I can place blocks. Don't you worry about it, guys. And then also, after the Noteblock episode, the Noteblock gang, #NotAGang episode, I think I'm going to do just a little tour of the stuff I've done around spawn, because I've done a few things off camera, and I did actually record them, but I just didn't like how the video episodes worked out, and so I decided not to use that. So I can show you guys all those kind of things that I've been doing. I've been pretty busy, and I'm finally glad to be working on my spawn house, and we can start figuring stuff out. I definitely want to spend a lot of time at spawn, but I have been out to the jungle, and I have figured out where we want that build out there, and I think it'll be interesting. But I'm thinking of doing like a bunch of different settlements throughout the jungle for our base. So kind of make it look like it's just naturally lived in. Obviously, we'll have our main area for the Aussie Assassins, and that's all good. But maybe have our own little villages, and maybe I can make that a Patreon reward later on. I'm going to be redoing my Patreon rewards again. I do this quite often, but that's because games that I'm playing change and things like that. There we go. And things like that. So I like to mix it up and keep it with what's going on. And at the moment, there's a lot of Arc rewards, but Arc has not been too kind to me. And I've kind of rage quit Arc a little bit. Why is there... Okay. And I don't know if I'll be continuing that series on my channel or not. So that's just one of those things. But No Man's Sky came out, and that's got the potential to have naming things and stuff like that. You could have your own solar system, your own planet, things like that. I just like to do that, and I really need to get working on my Patreon rewards because I've been a bit slack lately. So yeah. And we didn't do much with Patreon on TimeShot last time, so I'm going to try and make it a bit more. So if we come up here, up. You can see it's just really boring and flat. Whereas Pantheon's got kind of a design there. We can incorporate glass as well. I'm not sure how well I'd do that though. But definitely something like how there's like slabs and things like that look cool. Jake's just got a normal roof. So I think we need to do something. I'm just not 100% sure what yet. But guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We did it. We've built our spawn house to a degree, and we will, I guess, figure out the rest as it comes. So any suggestions in the comments, leave them below. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!